Okay, good day everyone. So continuation natin ito doon sa lecture 1 natin. So engineering management, continuation, lecture 1, part 2. So ito siya, na-discuss natin siya previous, pero i-incorporate lang natin dun sa videos natin para um, mapasunod-sunod natin yung ating mga topics. So before we start, we will have this opening quote, which is from Neil Armstrong. So your best quote that reflects your approach, it's one small step for man, one giant leap for the mankind. Okay, so with that, let's start sa ating continuation sa lecture 1. So for this video, yung course outline natin or yung ating outline for this video nga is, again, definition of engineer. Sa part 1 is na-define na natin, pero ano lang natin, recap lang natin dito sa video na ito. So definition of an engineer, definition of management, managerial skills, managerial roles, functions of managers, and definition, and tayo sa definition ng engineering management. Okay. So here, what is an engineer? So an engineer is, again, from a Latin word, ingenio, which is translated as skillful, talented, and natural capacity, or kumbaga clever invention. And by dictionary definition, it is person who designs, builds, or maintains engines, machines, or public works. And again, another definition from Webster, a person who has scientific training and who designs and builds complicated products, machines, systems, or structures. It is also a person who specializes in branch of engineering and who runs or is in charge of an engine in an airplane, ship, and etc. Okay, next. We will define what is management. So management, it is directing the actions of a group to achieve a goal in most efficient manner, getting things done through other people. So again, balik tayo dun sa first video natin. So part 1, which is yung engineering or yung management is, it is yung pag-delegate ng mga tasks to a specific person who are skilled or yung parang qualified to do that task. Also, management is the process of achieving organizational goals by working with and through people and organizational resources. Management is a purposive activity, or kumbaga may purpose siya. Okay? Again, every organization, every company, it needs to have a mission, vision, para meron siyang path ng tatahakin niya. Yung mission, vision, pag once na na-create na yan siya, na-establish na yan siya, even the owner, mahihirapan siya, i-break yun siya. Kasi yun na yung kumbaga yung bloodline ng or yung flow ng company. Okay? So it is something that directs group efforts towards the attainment of a certain predetermined goals. Okay, mission, vision. It is the process of working with and through others to effectively achieve the goals of the organization by efficiently using limited resources in the changing world. Of course, these goals may vary from one enterprise to another. So, iba't ibang organization, iba't ibang company, iba't iba ang kanilang purpose or yung kanilang vision and mission. Okay, so here we have the 3 levels of management. So we have the top level. It is the strategic management, the middle level management, and the first line management, the operational control. So sa top management, it is the senior or senior most position holders responsible for taking decisions that affect the entire firm, thus impacting the overall growth and development of the organization. So top level management, ito yung sila yung mga ating mga board of director. Okay. So kumbaga level na yung may-ari or mga stockholders and mga chairmans and etc. Sa middle level in management, it is the intermediate between the top level management and is responsible for effective implementation of plans and objectives set by the top level management. Okay, example nito is a construction site. We have the owner, and then it is either the owner or mag-assign ng other person to be the project manager. Or kumbaga yung, project manager. So dito sa project manager, wait lang, sorry. So we have the example how we have the owner, and then meron tayong, kumbaga, hindi pwedeng project manager eh. General manager, yan, kalimutan ko, general manager. Kasi under kay general manager, si project manager, which is assigned siya sa construction, and then yung finance manager. So, or at saka yung sa HR department. So, under those, kumbaga, ang head of those offices is yung ating general manager. So, yung problema man sa every office, i-direct or i-consult or it will be delivered to general manager, and then ang magde-deliver ng message dun sa owner is si general manager. So hindi pwede na si project manager magbabypass and dadiretso kay owner. So pangit yung ganon. So meron yan siyang line of management. So kumbaga kay general manager pa lang okay na yung problema. So no need na ma-inform or pasakitin pang ulo ni owner. So, ganyan. Nag-hire nga si owner para mag-less yung kanyang sakit sa ulo. Kumbaga yung mga problems na nag-arise sa company is hindi na siya mag-micromanage. So, macromanage na siya. So, every leader na yung kanyang kakausapin. So, with that, kumbaga yung problem na pwedeng masolusyonan ni general manager is masosolve na in that level pa lang. So hindi na siya dapat or hindi na may involve si owner. Okay, next is first line management. It is the operational control. Example nito, it is a management doon sa construction site. So ang head dito is yung si project engineer or yung sa site engineer. So ang ginakontrol niya dito or yung kanyang sakop is yung mga manpower. So yung problema sa mga laborers, problema ni foreman is ang unang tatanggap ng information is si project engineer. So kung kaya ng ayusin yung problema in that level, aayusin na. Kung hindi man makaya, punta na siya kay project manager. And then, at that level, dapat ma-okay na. Okay, so ganyan yung levels of management natin. Okay, so we have here yung kanyang organizational chart of these 3 levels of management. So again, we have the top level management. Here, si President, Executive, Vice President, CEO, or yung ating project manager or / coordinator. Kung ito siya, if ever man na hindi magi-involve si owner dun sa sa company. Meron namang ganyan eh. Kumbaga ano lang siya, financial aspect yung sa kanya involvement. Okay, next is yung middle level of management, which is project engineer, division head, and etc. So first line management, yun nga, sa construction foreman, supervisor, section chief. Depende ito sa laki. Kung maliit pa lang yung company or malaki na masyado. Magdedepende kung sino yung mga head of every level. Okay, so we will discuss those mga line of management. So for the first line, it directly supervise non-managers. So hindi non-managers. Siyempre, ang kanya na dito is yung manpower. Manpower sa example sa construction site. It will carry out the plans and objectives of the higher management using the personnel and other resources assigned to them. Short-range operating plans governing that will be done tomorrow or next week, assign tasks to their workers, supervise the work that is done, and evaluate the performance of the workers. So again, short range, example nito is meron tayong project. So yung project na yon, it's either multi-story man or one story. If one story, it will be done in 3 months. Okay, so si first line management, it will make sure na yung specific deadline will be met. Okay, next is middle level management. So here, it will manage through other managers. So manager to manager or yung head of every department na yung involved dito. Make plans of intermediate range to achieve the long-range goals set by the top management. It will establish departmental policies. Again kumbaga kung merong meeting na mangyayari, every leader or yung head of the offices or departments yung involved dito. Okay. Si head ng project construction site, mga construction site, si head ng finance, head ng HR, and etc. And then meeting or yung pinaka-head dito or chairman in this in this level will be the general manager. Okay, establish departmental policy, evaluate the performance of subordinate work units and their managers. In this level also, it will provide integrating and coordinating functions. It also orchestrates the decisions and activities of the first line management. Okay, so for the top level management, it will represent the whole enterprise. It is also responsible for defining the character, mission, and objectives of the enterprise. It will also establish the review criteria for long-range plans and evaluates the performance of major departments. Okay, so that is our 3 levels of management. So next, we will talk about or balikan natin yung mga skills ni manager or yung ating managerial skills. So we have 3 interconnecting skills. So we have this technical skills. Itong technical skills nito, you already have this kasi ito yung gina-develop natin during the undergrad study or yung ating college study. Okay, technical skill, you will develop that. They will learn, you will achieve this sa ating undergrad. Next is yung interpersonal skill. This skill is the people skill on how you talk, on how you manage people. Meron nga tayong how to make friends. 'Di ba? May ano ba 'yon? How to make friends dummies. Yung dummies, it is a book nga. Nasa National Bookstore yan siya. Okay, so yun, yung book na yun, it will guide or it will teach the reader on how to make, it's not how to make friends literally, hindi ganon. Yung ginamin niya doon on how you approach people, on how you talk to people. Okay, so that is the interpersonal skills. And conceptual skills, ito is yung critical thinking natin, yung mind skill, on how you perceive things, on how you solve things, and then yung pag-foresee mo sa mga bagay-bagay, and then so on. So that is, so again, technical skills, specific subject related skills such as engineering, counting, and etc. Interpersonal skills, skills related to dealing with others and leading, motivating, or controlling them. And then yung third, conceptual, the ability to realize the critical factors that will determine as organization success or failure. It is the ability to see the forest in spite of trees, or yung mag-foresee, mag-overthink, and itong part ng overthink na to is yung good overthinking, kumbaga. Hindi siya yung parang toxic overthinking. Ito yung nag-overthink ka nung anong mangyayaring mga problem. So, hindi ka mako-caught off, parang hindi ka na mabibigla ba? Kasi na-anticipate mo na itong problem na ito. So, meron ka ng set of solutions to solve that problems. Okay, next. So here yung ating lang pyramid sa ating managerial skill. So top level management, it will need the conceptual skill and human skill. So dalawa. Okay? So sa top management, conceptual skills and human skills. Sa middle management, it has three. So technical skills, human skills, and the conceptual skills. Sa ating first line, or yung sa ating supervisory or operational management, technical skills, and human skills. So as a manager moves from supervisory to top management, conceptual skills become more important than technical, but human remain important. Okay, kasi it is talking to people eh. Okay, so managerial roles, what managers do? Meron tayong interpersonal role, okay, information role, and decisional role. So as the interpersonal role, on how a manager interacts with other people, it will become a figurehead, siya yung ating figurehead, the leader, and the liaison. So outward relationship, downward relationship, and horizontal relationship. Next is yung informational role. It is on how a manager exchanges and processes information. So monitor role, access information relevant in running the organization. Disseminator role, synthesize and integrating information to be shared with relevant members of the organization. And as a spokesperson, transmit information to people outside the organization. Okay, so next is yung ating roles as a decision maker. So it is how a manager uses information in decision making. So here, as a entrepreneur role, initiate changes, assume risks, transform ideas into useful products. The next is this role as a disturbance handler role. So manager manages and solve crisis and challenges. And meron din dito yung ating resource allocator role. So manage and optimize the organizational resources. And as a negotiator role. So negotiate business deals for the organization. Okay. So here is yung function, yung main function ng isang manager. So as a planner, organizer, and the staffing of offices or yung mga personnel natin, leading and controlling. So for planning, it is selecting missions and objectives and requires decision making. For the organizing, establishing the structure of the objective, staffing, keeping field the organization's structure. So every department or every offices, it needs manpower. So sufficient manpower, hindi pwedeng sobra. Syempre, kung sobra ang tao natin, uh, magasto. At saka, inefficient din. Okay? Kasi kung masabing maraming tao or madaming staff, mag-aagawan sila ng trabaho. So, ibig sabihin yan, merong ibang loaded at saka yung iba patulog-tulog lang. Ang maganda niyan is yung balance lang. Hindi naman masosobrahan yung isang staff sa kanyang workloads, pero hindi din kukulangin, which is balance lang dapat. So leading, it is influencing people to achieve the objective. So ili-lead mo yung mga work persons mo to have the same goal, to be efficient and effective sa kanilang task. And then controlling, so measuring and correcting the activities. So itong controlling, hindi naman itong negative. So yung control mo is yung if ever man na may magkamali sa staff, you will correct it by tuturuan mo yung tamang procedure or process. Okay, next, what is engineering management? So it is a specialized form of management which requires to successfully lead engineering or technical personnel and projects and applies to either functional management or project management. So sa engineering managers naman, they use their training and experience to coach, mentor, and motivate technical professionals. So again, as an engineering manager, ang duty naman nito include overseeing the team members and processes associated with engineering and construction projects, providing management and leadership to a team of analysts or industrial engineers, helping a company or organization identify cost and benefit needs for specific projects in their planning stage, and delegating tasks and inspecting processes and project results for accuracy and quality. So here, yung ating kumbaga engineering management with different profession or field. So what jobs can I get with engineering management? So here we have an automated engineer manager, chemical process engineer manager, firmware, construction project, design, technical consultant, and material logistics professionals. Okay. So that's it. It's a wrap. So dito magtatapos yung ating lecture 1, part 2. So thank you everyone. See you on our next topic.